What is up, YouTube? Welcome to Panfro Games, and we got some abrupt patch notes released for Pokemon Unite, and we are going to be covering the preliminary patch notes in this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. This is insane. These patch notes are completely crazy. I was actually not expecting them to be released this soon, assuming they'll be released tomorrow, but you know, the official release date is the 20th on this Wednesday. So get hyped for all these changes coming up, and here are all the changes. So Pikachu is going to be getting some big buffs. More damage to Thunder, more damage to Volt Tackle. I think this is massive for Pikachu. Funny enough, I was actually working on a Pikachu video. I made a guide but didn't publish it yet at this moment. But Pikachu, from my experience, is overall really bad. He does no damage besides Electro Ball. But the fact that Thunder and Volt Tackle are getting increased damage could be huge for Pikachu, could make Pikachu a very viable Pokemon in the meta. I'm pretty excited for this just because Pikachu has so many great skins, but he is always a third wheel on the team. He just ends up being a 4v5 Pokemon at the end of the day, and just, you know, he's pretty much an anchor, and it's very unfortunate. You know, you don't want to have Pikachu on your team, but maybe now that will change with our Halloween event update. So coming up next is my favorite Pokemon, my original main. Unfortunately, they kept on nerfing my Slowbro this entire time, but hey, we're buffing Amnesia. Thank Arceus for buffing Amnesia. I am so happy, guys. You know why? Because Amnesia was always overlooked by Telekinesis, and personally, I've been Amnesia main day one. Amnesia is an incredible move, and now they're making it better. Reducing the cooldown on this move is huge because it allows Slowbro to actually do more damage and avoid damage when it uses Amnesia, because you do avoid all damage when you use Amnesia. But also, Amnesia now is going to increase the HP you're going to be gaining back after you've taken some damage. That's phenomenal, honestly. Amnesia is so good. I really wish they did a little bit more to Slowbro here, though. Personally, I think they should have buffed Surf again, increased the duration a little bit of the stun, and I think Slowbro would have been an easy A tier Pokemon. But I think this is going to take him out of D tier, the worst tier right now in Pokemon Unite. At the very least, I think he's going to be C tier average. We're hoping for B tier, though. I think Slowbro has it in him. Please be good, Amnesia. I really hope so, because, man, I love that Slowbro. Alright, so this is actually a massive one. This may not seem massive, but Gengar, after level 5, when you deal special damage, you will recover your health based on damage inflicted. Okay, so this is insane, and this actually may make Gengar A tier, S tier Pokemon. I'm not even gonna lie. It all depends on how much, I mean, as it says, you will recover your health based on damage inflicted. So if it's 1-for-1, that's crazy. If it's 1-for-1, this is insane. Even a percent would be good. Sylveon has 12.5% Spell Vamp, which is magic damage lifesteal. So I would just use the term Spell Vamp because it's in League of Legends. So if the Spell Vamp is as good as Sylveon's, Gengar will be crazy. He will have so much more sustain. His team fight will be a lot better. And the fact that Gengar, all his moves are special. The only attacks that aren't special on Gengar is the first 2 auto attacks. So the moment you hit level 5, Gengar is going to get a massive boost in damage, and we may see the return of Jungle Gengar again. He won't have those crazy iframes like he did in one of the original versions of the game, but that's okay. I think this is a good update for Gengar. We want to make more Pokemon relevant. I would love to have every Pokemon being relevant, and I think this update, especially a Halloween update, perfect for a ghost type like Gengar, will potentially make him great. And if he is great, look forward to a master guide, because I really want to cover Gengar, but currently he's just been super unplayable in the current meta. Alright, so another massive one. Blastoise is getting nerfed. So decreased damage inflicted by Hydro Pump. I'm a little bit upset by this. I thought Hydro Pump was actually in a solid place overall, but you know, at the end of the day, Blastoise was doing damage that like an attacker was doing. So overall, I think these changes are solid for Blastoise, but I don't think we're gonna have to see how much of the decrease for Hydro Pump is. We don't have the exact numbers yet. We're hoping we're gonna have these right on Wednesday when the game updates, but for now we can only speculate. So Hydro Pump's getting nerfed. Water Spout is getting a cooldown decrease, which is a buff. So we're getting a slight buff to Blastoise. However, I don't think Water Spout will ever fit on Blastoise's build right now. It's sort of a really awkward move considering Rapid Spin got all the nerfs last time. So I just can't see Rapid Spin Water Spout coming back. And Water Spout just has always been inferior to Hydro Pump if you're going to be using the Surf build. So I just don't see Water Spout making a comeback. But Hydro Pump getting hit is a little bit disappointing. A necessary change though is Hydro Typhoon, the Unite move. This was the best Unite move for landing objectives. It wins team fights very easily. We're going to see how much damage it decreases, but currently it was one of the highest damaging Unites move in the game. It's really weird for a defender to do that. So I'm sorry, Blastoise mains, but you may have to find a new Pokemon. Hey, maybe Greedent will be the one for you, right? But unfortunately, Blastoise, I can't see him staying in A tier with these nerfs. I think he's going sauce right down to B tier, but at least we're not touching Surf. So hey, still going to have the best Surf in the game, right? Okay, so Venusaur, my current main, you know, people probably hate me for that, but hey, we're gonna talk about Venusaur. Venusaur's Giga Drain is gonna have decreased HP recovery, but also not mentioned on this patch, no, well, in Cerebee's site, but something that was also on the list of notes was your damage reduction for when you use Giga Drain, because you do get a little bit, you get a secret buff to your defense, is going to be gone as well, or at least nerfed. So Giga Drain may be unplayable, and it's going to be interesting to see if I can't see Giga Drain being too bad though. I mean, what we're looking at, Giga Drain versus Sludge Bomb, right? I don't think Giga Drain will be unplayable, but it's going to be not as free or easy right now. Solar Beam's getting a damage increase. This is sort of crazy to me. Solar Beam wasn't ever bad, it was always good. The issue with Solar Beam was that all Venusaur had was Solar Beam, so no one had picked them. So now we're buffing Solar Beam and making it the best move. Welcome to 360 no scope 50 caliber Modern Warfare Call of Duty Battle Royale Venusaur with Solar Beam. I think this is going to be completely crazy. Honestly, I'm going to have to get good with Solar Beam Venusaur. Hopefully I end up enjoying it. I used to like it, but hey, you know, I went a little bit brain dead playing a Petal Dance Giga Drain. Okay, so maybe the most important change on a Pokemon has to be Lucario. But Lucario is the best Pokemon in the game, and now they're just straight up reducing his attack. That's huge. I mean, just making him do less damage is massive already. And then, of course, his passive will be activated way less. So early game Lucario will not be as aggressive because he won't have as many shields going off, and he's going to be doing less damage to you. And this essentially kills the pro meta where Lucario would run top, you would have a jungler, and then you have 3 people on bottom. I think we're going to go back to 2-1-2 instead of 1-1-3. I'm really excited about that because I thought 1-1-3 was incredibly boring to watch and was just super not interesting in this current meta. And Oracan is going to get a bug fix. Fix a bug that increased damage by using after a power-up punch. So, I mean, that's good. I think this will really tone down Lucario. I don't think this Pokemon will ever necessarily be bad. I think he still could be A tier. We're really going to have to see what that frequency reduction is and the attack reduction is. He's just not going to be S tier, I think. And that's important. We shouldn't nerf Pokemon into the ground to make it so they're never used again. So, once again, they are really trying to make Garchomp a Pokemon, and basic attack, increased attack speed actually is massive. It's actually a massive change for attack speed increase. We don't know what the percentage is, but hey, the more Garchomp attacks is crazy because this Pokemon does have a crazy buff when he uses his ultimate move. So maybe his ult can actually finish off teams better. And hopefully in the early game, this gives Garchomp the ability to actually win lane instead of just surviving lane. Dragon Rush getting increased damage is pretty good too. Honestly, Garchomp, I think right now is like, he's like average or bad tier. He's like sort of in between C and D. I think this is going to confirm him C and maybe even B. I'm going to have to do a new tier list, of course, on Monday when we figure out everything in a new meta. So Zeraora got a slight nerf to Wild Charge, but no one was really using Wild Charge. Dive got a bug fix. Talonflame got a bug fix. Okay, so most important, actually the real most important thing is right here, guys. Okay, so Zapdos has a nerf. Reduce energy attained after KO. So currently right now, if you KO Zapdos, if you're the person who gets the last hit, you get 30 AOS energy and your whole team gets 20. So I wonder if they're going to reduce this by 5 across the board and make it 25-15. If they did it by 10 across the board, I think that'll be a little bit too strong, but hey, I think that these changes matter. A small change like this does matter a lot, honestly, especially when in a double point situation. Essentially, like, it won't guarantee your entire team having 50 points to score, and you know, there's an easier way to come back after this. But even more important, the most important, is Drednaw Rotom. So Drednaw's shield will be reduced. So currently Drednaw's shield lasts for an entire minute, but now the shield is reduced. So I think this is massive. And along with this is you gain less EXP after KO. So currently, your first Drednaw, you get an entire level. At the very first Drednaw in the game, you're essentially getting an entire level and maybe even a little bit more. And then you're getting a huge shield. So once you win that Drednaw, you immediately steamroll the other team and win that fight. And then you take out that goal. And then you run up to Rotom. And you essentially win that Rotom as well, because you just steamrolled your entire team. They have to respawn. Your whole entire team just got a huge EXP gain from Drednaw. Got EXP from taking out the opponent. And the opponents have to fight for Rotom, but they're now even further behind, and the snowball starts to occur here. This is going to stop that snowball. I think this is massive. I really do think this is game changing. I really think there's going to be a lot less importance on Drednaw overall. If the reduction of the shield is by 25% and the EXP is by 25%, this is massive. I even think a reduction by 15% on both will be massive as well. Okay, and then of course, following up with Drednaw, now we're getting, with Drednaw Nerf, we're getting a Rotom buff. So Rotom is getting increased movement speed, HP, and attack when heading to a goal. This is massive. This actually may make Rotom as important as Drednaw, or if not more. The movement speed increase is the biggest one, because right now Rotom is really slow, and it's so easy for opponents' Pokemon to just push Rotom back. So many Pokemon have the ability to move Rotom away now that you really need that movement speed increase. So this is going to make Rotom hits way more valuable. More HP makes him more bulky, so it's going to take the enemy more time to deal with Rotom. And now that Rotom's going to be dealing more damage as well. So he's going to be a speeding bullet with a lot of HP and more attack. All pure buffs. Rotom's going to be nasty right now. I really think the solo top Rotom play is going to be game winning. It already was at the last, like right before the 2-minute mark, but in the early game, like you can, I think their goal is to make an argument that you can go for Rotom over Drednaw now. And of course, increases time goal areas broken after Rotom activates it. So currently it is 15 seconds. 15 seconds is not a long time. If you're with your entire team, yeah, that's great. However, usually what happens with Rotom is Rotom scores, but there's like one person there or like no people, because, you know, Rotom takes so long to get to the goal. You don't want to wait around, and if you wait around, you're probably gonna get killed. So this is gonna probably be increased to what, Zapdos is 30 seconds, right, or something like that, and Rotom's 15. I think that if they increase it to 20, that would be nice. 25 would be insane, and that would make top so much more valuable than bottom lane, honestly. So we'll have to see what the buffs are, but I'm really excited. This update's gonna be crazy. Of course, we're getting the new map for remote, for the quick play mode, so I'm super excited to make videos on that and play that. Of course, we're gonna have a new tier list, especially Greedent coming on Wednesday, so much to be excited for in Pokemon Unite, guys, and this is gonna be incredible. So I'm super excited to make a bunch of content for you guys. And guys, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time with more Panthro Games action. Peace out and have a great one.